This is Jonathan Ayoff here for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined by soon-to-be world title challenger. We can finally say that. Liam Williams set to face Demetrius Andrade for the WBO Middleweight title in April. How are we feeling, Liam, at last?
Feeling very good, mate. Obviously, it's been a little while coming. Just excited to finally get across the line and be finalised. I know we still wait on a set in, like a concrete date, but I think I know the date, but obviously I'm not 100% on that, so it's not my position to announce or anything. But it's just around the corner, and I'm excited, very excited.
When Eddie Hearn announced that terms had been agreed, I think last week or about 10 days ago, the reaction was pretty incredible. Did it take you back a bit, seeing how much excitement there is for this fight?
It was very good. Excuse me. It was very good to see that reaction. It was exciting for me. It was great. But to be honest, I knew that it was going to have a big reaction because, without blowing too much smoke up my own ass, I do believe that I'm the type of guy which the people want to see, and I excite people. I speak my mind, and everything else that goes with it, so I do believe that, from my own point of view, I might be being a bit, biased in a selfish way, but I always think people are going to be interested in people like myself who's, exciting and speaks their mind, as I said.
You're absolutely right, because if you look at sort of Demetrius's posts prior to the fight being announced, anytime he mentioned another name, I think your fans in particular made sure that they made your name heard. And yeah, the UK fans have really backed you in this fight.
Yeah, it's awesome. The amount of support that I've been receiving, it's overwhelming. It's amazing. It's just so satisfying knowing how many people are actually supporting me and backing me and wanting to see me do so well. As I said, it's overwhelming. It's a really nice feeling to have all the support.
In the UK, we know you as one of the most improved fighters over the last couple of years. In America, they seem to be somewhat maybe disappointed, or they don't know you too well. Maybe that's because you haven't fought on US TV too much. But do you think that's kind of, an advantage in your favour, the fact that people over there aren't sort of seeing you as a major threat, whereas people in the UK have seen the improvements you've made in recent years?
Yeah, definitely. I personally think that they're all overlooking me, dismissing me, and do you know what? That's great. Happy days. I'm glad. I hope Demetrius Andrade underestimates me and dismisses me. I don't think he will, because he knows in the back of his mind he's watched me. He might say you haven't watched me, don't know me, but he knows exactly who I am. He knows exactly what I'm about, and he would be an absolute fool to take me lightly, wouldn't he? So, but I hope he does. I hope he does underestimate me, and he's gonna have a nice shock coming to him.
I saw Demetrius Andrade did an interview with IFL. I don't know if you've seen it. Some of the comments he made, I just wanted to ask you on. He said a lot of UK fighters have said that they're going to knock him out, and it never happens. What do you make of that?
Two, yeah. So you got Brian Rose. Don't get me wrong, I like Brian. Nice guy. Was he ever going to beat him, really? No. Luke Keeler, probably even less of a chance than Brian Rose had. So, can't compare that. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. Everybody believes in themselves here, and they're going to say, I'm going to knock out and this, that, the other. But I genuinely think I'm going to give this man a beating, and I'm going to do him good. I'm probably going to finish him.
When you compare sort of your records, obviously the common opponent is Alantes Fox, who you stopped and he went the distance with. How much are you looking into that, if at all, and how much do you think that performance showed how much you've come on?
there's some things to take. I don't really look into that too much because you could take away from it. So it was a long time ago. At that time, he was quite a bit more experienced than Atlantis Fox. So you could say that he was at his best. Fox wasn't at his best. And I don't know, it's all a load of bullshit, really. It's just like, there's a load of factors to it. But what's the point in me taking away too much from a fight between him and a 6'4" man to take into me trying to learn something when I'm 5'10", 5'11", or whatever it is. It's like, styles make fights. And so, like, I'm just trying to think of a good example for you here. Sorry, it's like, I don't even know. I can't think. But you know what I'm saying. Styles make fights.
Yeah.
Each different fighter has a different style, and fights don't always pan out the same way. Different tactics, different situations, you know.
The people that say that he's going to come out on top, perhaps those more that have watched him in America and say that, you know, he's one of their top guys, say that his style, says that your style is made for him. What do you make of those comments?
Fantastic. Yeah. I don't really know what to say to it other than I honestly believe I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna really put some damage on him, and I can't see him taking away my chance from me to become world champion.
How do you see sort of the fight playing out without giving away how you're going to come? But yeah, what do you see sort of the fight playing out?
Listen, there's no secret what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out firing. I'm going to come out for my first bell, and I'm going to take it to him. I'm going to put him on his back foot, and I'm going to give it to him from round 1 until the finish. And that's all there is to it.
What do you think his most dangerous assets are? What have you got to be most wary of?
He's got a long old reach at him, and he dips down and he swings that big left hand over, big looping shot. But for me, you know, he's obviously got good technical ability all round. But that's the only thing which I would have to be mindful of throughout the fight, is that, you know, he's known for just dipping down and trying to wing that shot over, which catches a lot of people off guard. But that's just the main thing for me. But I'm obviously well aware of it. So,
how far into camp are you at the moment? Have you started it intensely, or?
Yeah, I only just started last week, mate. It's been taken over. I'm a 14 stone at the moment, so got a long way to go. But no, I'm only joking. I'm just chatting shit because that's the kind of stuff which he's been saying. But listen, I'm where I need to be at this stage, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say, you know, I wouldn't want to be any further in front or any further behind. I'm just right because, you know, I don't want to be underprepared. I don't want to be overprepared and burn myself out. So I'm in a good place.
How key do you think Dominic Ingles' experience is heading into this fight? He's been out there before with Kell Brook and won the title and brought it back home. Do you think, you know, with him in your corner, that's a key factor?
I don't think it's the key factor. I think it's a big factor. To say it's the key factor is probably a bit much, really, because obviously Dom can't get in there and do the fighting for me, can he? I have to go and, you know, there's two men in there, man on man, and, you know, nobody can help me. It's not a game of football where you can pass to your teammate and, you know, you can have a break. And but as I said, it is a big factor that Dom is in my corner. He's got a wealth of experience. He's been there, done it, seen it all. So he will definitely be a massive help along the way.
Sometimes when British fighters go out to America, they often get doubted and saying that, you know, we don't go there and win. But the most recent example would be Tyson Fury. I'm just wondering if you take much inspiration seeing what he did going out to America and bringing it back.
Yeah, of course. It's like, you know, everybody takes inspiration from Tyson Fury anyway, regardless if they are going to America to fight and, you know, fight the unbeaten champion, this, that, the other. It's a good comparison, to be honest with you, with obviously me and him go over there and fighting champion and whatnot. But to be fair, Tyson Fury, he's an inspirational guy, isn't he? So many look up to him. Yeah, he's some man for one man, isn't he? He's a really he's exceptional.
Just wanted to read you out the last 6 world champions from Wales. I believe this is correct. Barry Jones, Joe Calzaghe, Enzo Matrinelli, Gavin Rees, Nathan Cleverly, and Lee Selby. How much would it mean to you to add your name to that list? I know you're a very proud Welshman.
Yeah, you know, whether it was another 20 people in front of me, it doesn't really matter for me to go and win that title, bring it back to Wales. Whoever done it before me, whoever does it after me, it doesn't matter. For me, it'd be a very, very proud moment if I can go and capture that title and bring it back, which, as you know, as I've made clear, I fully believe myself that I will. But a fight is a fight. Anything can happen. I just have to be fully focused and make sure my mind is on the task ahead.
When are you heading out there?
Do you know, I don't know yet, but I think we'll be there maybe even 3-4 weeks before the fight. I think things are just getting finalised and put through now, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I actually can't wait, because for me, I like to be away in the environment of new gyms and stuff. It gives me, when you have that little bit of butterflies, bit of nerves, for me, that's when you see the best come out of me. And I honestly believe that that's going to be a big part in the beating I'm going to give Demetrius Andrade as well, because, you know, I'm going up against somebody who's never been beaten. Call him the boogeyman, the avoided one, all this. So for me, that's all extra motivation, and like I'm fearless. I couldn't care two fucks about what someone says. I don't hope every single person writes me off, because it's lovely to have the support. But you know, the more people write me off, the more it gets me fired up. And the more people write me off, the worse beatdown I'm going to give him, probably.
Well, when people say he is a boogeyman, as you just said, avoided and all of this, what do you make of those comments?
But he's not, though, is he? Let's be honest. It's like he's good at what he does. He's very good at what he does. He's tall, rangy, awkward southpaw. There's not really many things. You know, if you're looking for an easy fight, you normally look for the opposite in all of that, you know. So I think it's just a case of him being, you know, just being himself, his awkward style, southpaw, as I just went through. And everybody knows that it's never ever going to be a plain and simple task. But for me, I really do thrive off the, you know, off the challenge ahead. And I honestly think I'm gonna beat his brains out. I'm gonna smash his face in.
This fight could land in his hometown in Providence. There's also talk it might go to Florida. I guess from your perspective, you want that in his backyard, hopefully in front of fans, right?
Well, there's two ways to look at it. From a personal point of view, if I want to go there and have a nicer time, if I want to stay a couple of days after the fight, for this kind of stuff, there'll be more to do. You know, you'll be able to go out and do a little bit more and keep yourself a bit more mentally active. But on the other hand, I really do. I want to go to Providence. I want to go to his. I want to fight him in his front room. I want to take our title away from him in front of all his people. and in front of everybody that doubted me most of all.
Is that motivating you further? You mentioned sort of people doubting you. Is that sort of an added motivation? It seems like it's really firing you up for this.
Yeah, honestly, I love it. I love it. Keep doubting me. Hopefully more people, the people that are already supporting me, fantastic. But people who don't support me, I hope even more people start doubting me, because that really gets me fired up and sticks a rocket up my ass. I'm raring to go.
Just last couple before we finish up. What do you make of his recent displays? Have you been watching him, taking anything from him? Have you been impressed or not?
Fairly unimpressed, to be honest with you. He's got through. He's got the wins. He's beat no one of great note, really. Certainly no one that's on my level right now. He's just been okay. I don't think he's been very good at all, really. He's just got through. He's been okay.
And finally, if you were to win, presumably he has some form of rematch clause. Would you want him back in Wales if you could, if we've got fans back?
Nah. Do you know what? That's something I've got to check, because I haven't actually read through it, but I've had somebody to do it for me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've just said, listen, I don't give a fuck what's on that contract. Just sign it. Let's get this fight done. I don't even know if there's a rematch clause, but hopefully there is, and hopefully he's in Providence again, so I can go there and beat him up exactly the same twice. It'll feel even better.
Well, Liam, appreciate you coming on. Hopefully we get a date soon. Just firstly, a message just to your fans who have been supporting you. I'm sure will be watching in April.
Yeah, mate, for sure. I've got some unbelievable fans. People come from all over to watch me. I appreciate them all. Couldn't ask for better support, really. Keep supporting right to the top. We're gonna be world champions soon.
Sorry, carry on.
We're gonna win together, aren't we? It's gonna be a big team effort.
Do you have a message for him if he's watching?
Nah, just be ready and no excuses. Take your losses like a real man.
Well, Liam, wish you all the very best of luck in April. Massive fight, WBO Middleweight title against Demetrius Andrade, and just wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks for your time.